It's time for Green to get it on. Green Manalishi, whose first crop of 2-year-olds hit the track in 2024. The son of 2009 Horse of the Year Muscle Hill was a millionaire Major League stake star who went wire to wire in the Canadian Trotting Classic. And Green Manalishi was prolific in the breeding shed. Get in on the ground floor, then head to the penthouse with your own green machine. I can't miss Green Manalishi. Book your mare today to Green Manalishi, standing at Terra Hill Stud in Ontario.
Winback Farm of Delaware is home to 8 exceptional stallions. New in 2024, Nutcracker Sweet, a full brother to Double Millionaire Better Sweet and half brother to the Great Sweet Lou. World Champion He's Watching, a proven sire of stakes winners, including Double Millionaire Tattoo Artist, Sports Column, an Ontario Sire Stakes star, and a 19-time winner. Top Flight Angel, won the Yonkers Trot Final and is a multiple New York Sire Stakes champion. Also standing, Badlands Hanover, Classic Card Shark, Glide Master, and Ronnie Spags again. For more information, visit winbackfarm.com.
Welcome to Harness Racing Updates Tuesday Training. We are in New Egypt, New Jersey with trainer Marcus Melander. Of course, to talk about 2-year-olds, but also to talk about some horses that are returning. And our list is all trotters. So I was wondering, have you ever trained a pacer, wanted to, been asked to?
Yeah, we had a couple of pacers, but not this year actually. But usually we have 2-3 pacers every year, but this year we didn't.
Okay, well, we've got a great group of trotters to talk about. So let's start with some that are coming back. We have Owell, who a lot of you may remember. He won the Mohawk Million as a 2-year-old. He's 4 now and a millionaire.
Yeah, I mean, he had a good 3-year-old season. He was second in the Hambo. Got a little sick in the end of the year there, both Kentucky Futurity, and never made a British Crown final. So, you know, he had some rest after that, and he's coming back great. The first graduate for him is in the beginning of June, so he'll probably qualify here in a month or so.
Okay, what about Date Night Hanover? She's 3 now, and she actually won the Kentucky Sire Stakes final, right?
Yeah, I mean, she showed a lot of potential all year, won the Sire Stakes there, and raced good all year. Sadly, she made a break in the both British Crown final in the end of the year and the elimination to the Goldsmith Maid. So, but she's a nice horse. She's coming back good. So, yeah, I'm excited.
Okay. Also, a 3-year-old returning this year is Security Protected, and he won over 350 last year, I believe.
Exactly. Yeah, he did great first in Pennsylvania, and then he was third in the British Crown, 4th in the Valley Victory. So. He did good all year. He's coming back good and probably qualify here in the next 2-3 weeks.
What's the oldest horse you have in the barn?
Venerate is 6 years old, so we got a couple of, he's the oldest one. Then we got Owell as a 4-year-old, and we also got Periculum, he's 5, so yeah, we got a couple.
Okay. Now, numbers-wise, how many do you have total? And we're going to get into the freshman class. So how many 2-year-olds do you have?
38 2-year-olds. 38 2-year-olds. So, and then we got about 23 3-year-olds and up. So, yeah, at least it's 6 to 1.
I know one of the questions I asked you, and this is going back when we did the virtual, and I said, how do you turn away owners? And you're like, it's easy. I only have so many stalls, right?
Yeah, exactly. So it's we have 66 stalls, actually, so we have a couple of empty spots right now. But, yeah, no, but it's fine. You know, I want to be around 60, 65, so that's fine.
Okay, now we're going to start off with our trotting fillies, and of course with Kadena, because she was the sale topper for $800,000 at Lexington. This is really exciting, a first crop of Gimpanzee, who of course you trained, and she's also a daughter of Mission Brief, who many people describe as a freak. So you're excited about Kadena?
Yeah, very much. You know, she obviously, I had the two other ones. The first, there was a filly by Walner, and then I had a colt by Green Shoe. This one so far, you know, she's doing everything right. You know, she's smart, she's good gated. I'm very excited about her. You know, she cost a lot of money, obviously, but I'm very happy with her so far.
Okay, the next trotting filly is a Royal Mission. Now, this is a Chapter 7, and she was $390,000 from Harrisburg.
Yeah, exactly. So Jeff Snyder bought her there, and she was a beautiful filly. A little, she was a little bit bigger than most of the Chapter 7s, but she's great gaited, goes around the turns perfect. No, she's doing everything right so far.
Okay. This is also her 4th foal, I noticed, and they've all been Chapter 7s, and the mare is swinging royalty. So obviously when you're looking at a dam and you're like, whoa, all her foals look so good, that adds into how much that foal is going to cost.
Yeah, of course. She's produced all these 3 previous ones. Has been great racehorses, so this one feels great so far. So yeah, I really hope she's a good one too.
Okay, a Muscle Hill filly we have now is Get It All, $250,000 from Lexington.
Yeah, she's just from the same maternal family as Green Shoe. Beautiful filly, a little bit bigger, long legs, but she covers a lot of ground. And same with her, so far she's doing everything right and exactly where we want them to be.
Okay, now we have Margareta Hanover. I have lots of questions about this filly. So Maharajah, I don't know a whole lot about him. I know he was a great racehorse, but tell me about stallion-wise.
He's doing great over in Europe. I mean, he hasn't had many over here, a couple I think, but he hasn't had many over here. So, but over there, he's especially in Sweden, he's doing great. I think he's one of the leading sires. So. He obviously was a great racehorse, and yeah, he produced a nice horse too.
Now this one is also a half sister to Jiggy Jog. So this is my other question. This is a Margareta Hanover, but she is not Hanover bred. Can you explain all of that to me?
Yes. So Russell Williams owns her, which obviously Russell owns Hanover Shoe Farm. So he changed the name when he. When I guess he bought this one as a foal or as a yearling, I can't remember that. But he asked me when I was at Hanover last fall to look at yearlings if I wanted to train her, and yeah, obviously I wanted to do that. So, but he's the owner of her, and yeah, that's why.
How many owners do you have?
We have a lot of owners, but it's we're fortunate to have good owners, and I'm very happy with that.
Okay, now we're going to go to the boys. We have a global sensation, another Chapter 7, $160,000 purchase from Lexington.
Yeah, it was a beautiful colt at the sale. He's nice gaited, doing everything right so far when we train him, and yeah, I'm very happy with him.
Sky Legacy is a Walner. Now this is a $180,000 purchase from Lexington. And when I was looking at the dam, Sky Hanover, it looks like her other 2 foals sold for $30,000 and $37,000, and this one went for $180,000. Is it because it's a Walner?
I'm not sure. I can't remember the other 2, to be honest, that she had. But this one was a beautiful colt. He really was. Obviously 180,000, but he was a really nice colt. He sold the second day, and it's been great so far. Covers a lot of ground, does it very easy. So yeah, so far very good.
Okay, now we're up to the name that I'm having a hard time pronouncing because obviously an American girl from Delaware. Okay, so I come into the bar and I'm like, "Where's Michanek?" But that's not how you say it. It's Michanek. Is that what
I guess so. I guess so. To be honest, we need to ask Anders. But yeah, I think it was an old speedway racer from Sweden. He was a world champion back in the day. So yeah.
So Anders Strom, who is Courant Incorporated, he names his horses with the first letter. Like this horse was Warrior Blue Chip. He buys him for $150,000 from Lexington, changes his name to something else to start with. All of his freshman class this year are M's. Marcus and I were saying, wow, it went from G to M when we had like Gimpanzee, Green Manalishi, Green Shoe one year, and now it's M already. Where does the time go?
It's unbelievable how fast it goes, right? I mean, it's crazy.
I know. Is there going to be a Marcus? Did he name any horses Marcus anything? Because it is M, right?
I'm a little disappointed there, actually. I need to call him about that.
All right, you and me both.
Yeah.
I know you're watching, Anders, so you hear us loud and clear. Now, the final one we're going to talk about is Blank, a Gimpanzee out of CoverGirl, $150,000 yearling purchase, first crop Gimpanzee, and a first foal for CoverGirl.
Yes, beautiful colt at the sale. Really liked him. He looks like a lot like his dad. So far, he's been perfect. The Gimpanzees there, they've been. We ended up with 9 of them, and they've been great for us so far. So hopefully, they'll show up when we start baby racing too.
Yeah, wow! How exciting is it to see a first crop of a horse that you trained?
Yeah, it's very exciting, especially like this year we have both Gimpanzee and Green Manalishi is the first crop as well. So it's very exciting to. And then last year we had Green Shoe, and we have a couple of Green Shoes as well this year. So it's very fun.
Now, the day that we visited Marcus, it is a Wednesday, but your training days are different. We just saw them jogging. So talk about your training schedule a little bit, because I just want to say it's hard to hit all of the people doing twos and training because everybody's training day seems to be the same.
Yeah, so like the 2-year-olds we have, usually the 3-year-olds and up train Monday, Thursday, and 2-year-olds train Tuesday, Friday, because we got medal and Saturday for qualifier at this point of the year. So, but right now the 2-year-olds are training on the straight track, doing interval training right there. So, no, that's where they're gonna be the next 2 weeks here. So, yeah, that's our schedule.
So going into this year, what's the vibe like? How do you feel? Are you more confident than years before, or what's your energy like?
Obviously the 2-year-olds very exciting, but I mean everyone is at this point, right? So, but I'm very happy with my 2-year-olds. 3-year-olds, obviously we didn't have we were right behind TCI and Carl last year, and we don't have so many fillies. We only have 1 3-year-old filly, and we have a couple of security protected as a 3-year-old colt. That's all right. We have Wild Ticket, also made a pretty good money last year. Well coming back in 4, and Venerate also go in the older divisions. Of course, it's exciting. But the 3-year-old crop, of course, it's a little bit different. Usually we always have 1 or 2 that's, in the top, but maybe we're a little bit behind those, like I said, TCI and Carl at this point. So we'll see when they start racing.
That's right. A lot can change in a year. A lot can change from 2 to 3-year-old, 3 to 4-year-old, and up. So we'll see. Well, best of luck in 2024, Marcus. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching, guys.